Hello everyone and welcome to another Tempo Storm Wild Meta video where we highlight decks and strategies you can use to become legendary on the Hearthstone Wild Ladder. In this video, we're going to break down Reno Mage, a classic control deck that revolves around Highlander cards such as Reno Jackson and Kazakus. You may already be familiar with Highlander Mage in Standard thanks to the new cards Zephrys the Great and Reno the Relicologist, but Wild Reno Mage is a different animal altogether. With access to the full range of the most powerful mage control tools in the history of Hearthstone, Wild Reno Mage is a serious contender on the Wild Ladder and a crucial deck to be familiar with on your climb to legend. Before we go over how the deck works, be sure to subscribe to the Tempo Storm Hearthstone YouTube channel to keep up to date on the latest developments in the Wild format. Now, let's get started. Reno Mage is built around the Highlander deck construction requirement of Reno Jackson, requiring that you only play single copies of all the cards in your deck. In exchange for this restriction, you enable Reno's Battle Cry to completely restore your health. This powerful effect has inspired the creation of countless Reno decks since his introduction in League of Explorers, but the release of Kazakus and Mean Streets of Gadgetzan brought Mage to the forefront as a Highlander class. And with the release of Zephrys the Great and Reno the Relicologist and Saviors of Uldum, Reno Mage is more popular and powerful than ever. These 4 Highlander payoff cards are core in Reno Mage, but the Highlander deck building style can lead to infinite customization with the other 26 cards, and we don't just mean tech cards. Reno-style decks can run from aggressive to super greedy and everything in between. Our featured deck list is representative of one of the most common styles of Reno Mage, which is a control deck that focuses on defensive plays to grind out the opponent. As a control deck, the deck's gameplay philosophy is the best offense is a good defense. Whether it's efficient board sweepers, single target removal, or combo disruption, Reno Mage is all about throwing up roadblocks. In the early game, you'll lean on early removal and manage the board. Transitioning into the mid-game, a tempo swing from a strong Kazakus potion or a full heal from Reno Jackson will help you turn the corner. Once you've neutralized the opponent's threats, you're looking to set up a late-game win condition like Frostlich Jaina or N'Zoth the Corruptor. This is the general roadmap to victory, but one of the greatest strengths of the Reno deck is its flexibility. With cards like Kazakus and Zephrys that let you discover cards based on what you need, and brand Bronzebeard and Zola the Gorgon to allow you to repeat their battle cries over and over again, you have the ability to find the perfect answer to almost any situation. Since Reno Mage is a control deck built around singletons, its playstyle will vary from matchup to matchup. Early in the game, focus on identifying the opponent and determine your win condition based on their deck. Against aggro, your goal is to simply stay alive and kill everything. Look to make on-curve tempo plays and use your removal to clear minions and establish taunts to protect your health. Once the opponent is out of threats, the full heal from Reno himself is often enough to seal the deal. Against combo decks, your goal is to disrupt their combo using cards like Dirty Rat, Deathlord, and Cold Light Oracle to snipe their combo pieces, and brand Bronzebeard and Zola the Gorgon to replay these effects over and over. Against other control decks, you want to maximize value by duplicating late-game threats with Brand and Zola as well as Hexlord Malacras and get Frostlich Jaina online as soon as possible. Matches against other late-game decks usually go to fatigue, so manage your resources carefully. Since the playstyle is matchup dependent, the ideal opening hand will vary substantially depending on the opponent's deck. With this in mind, you can always feel comfortable keeping Kazakus and Zephrys the Great in your opening hand, since these are the most flexible cards in the deck and have the highest win rates in general. Beyond that, you'll want to mulligan aggressively towards target cards based on your opponent's class. If you're playing against hunters, paladins, rogues, and shamans, assume it's an aggressive matchup and look for early game defense such as Archetype, Flame Ward, and Reno Jackson. Against druid, mull hard for Skulking Geist to give you an out to Jade Idol and neutralize combos. Against warlocks and priests, it's safe to assume a slower matchup, so look for Frostlich Jaina and get her online as soon as possible. As for mages and warriors, the mulligan can be tricky since both aggro and control are popular with these classes. With mage, you could be facing Secret Mage or the Reno Mirror, and warrior could be Pirate Warrior or Odd Warrior, so it can be hard to make a read. If you're absolutely sure that they're control, mulligan appropriately for Frostlich Jaina, but when in doubt, assume aggro and look for defense and Reno. So we've shown that a deck built around singletons can give you a lot of flexibility, but the drawback to this playstyle is that it can also give you a lot of inconsistency. Many of the cards in Reno Mage have narrow applications and are only good in certain matchups. Others are expensive and very bad to draw early. In any case, if Reno Mage draws the wrong cards at the wrong time, it can be difficult to win. Playing against Reno Mage, the best way to take advantage of this weak point is to apply constant pressure. Fast aggro decks such as Mech Hunter and Odd Paladin are the most likely to take advantage of an awkward opener from Reno Mage and are among the most challenging matchups. Even though slower matchups such as Reno Lock give Mage more time to recover from a poor draw, it can still be hard to win if the Mage fails to draw core matchup cards in time. If you want to be a successful Reno Mage pilot, it's crucial to learn the nuances of each matchup and how to navigate an awkward draw, and you can really only learn this through experience. Even with such a steep learning curve, wins with Reno Mage can feel very skill testing, making Reno Mage among the most rewarding decks in Wild Hearthstone to master. In conclusion, with Saviors of Uldum, we're seeing a renaissance of Highlander decks in Wild, and Reno Mage is leading the charge. With Zephrys the Great, Reno the Relicologist, and other powerful new cards joining classic Reno and Kazakus, there's never been a better time to learn Reno Mage, whether you want to rank up with it on ladder or learn how to beat it. If this breakdown was useful to you, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with our Wild Hearthstone content, and let us know in the comments what decks you'd like us to feature next. Thanks for watching.